Scholars have been recording its practice and benefits for over 2,000 years. For over 50 years, countries like China, Japan, the United Kingdom, and Germany have conducted and continue to conduct rigorous research. It's a well-documented science and medical art.
Chinese medicine is more than just acupuncture. It's the oldest, continuously practiced, and literate system of medicine in the world. The World Health Organization recognizes Chinese medicine as an effective means of treating over 40 common disorders: infertility, low back pain, irritable bowel syndrome, but also disorders more commonly associated with mental illness, anxiety, depression, etc. Patients will come to us as a last resort, unfortunately. They'll have some horrible chronic condition they've been struggling with for 20 years, or they're facing some dangerous or potentially debilitating surgery. We reach out to this type of individual with compassion and use all the tools we can to help them.
Many of our patients have already consulted with doctors and will come to us with a Western diagnosis. This is helpful as a reference point, but we'll always take time to make our own differential diagnosis according to the principles of Chinese medicine. This sometimes allows us to diagnose and treat conditions for which conventional medicine has few answers.
It's important for us to identify and treat not only the symptoms, but the root of the problem as well. This takes time. We spend at least an hour and a half with patients during an initial visit. Sometimes it involves reviewing Western functional lab work. Sometimes it involves going into diet habits.
Our patients are going to benefit from an integrated Eastern and Western approach. We work closely with doctors, other allied health professionals like counselors, physical therapists, and Tai Chi, yoga, meditation instructors to offer you the best of both worlds.
We as practitioners look at the whole, the big picture. We do this before deciding to treat a symptom or even a set of symptoms. We treat the person, not the symptom. This is holistic medicine. This is evidence-based, and moreover, at the end of the day, this is effective medicine.
I have a fear of needles and blood, and I usually pass out in the doctor's office whenever they need to do a blood test on me, but I was assured that it would be a completely different experience. And I came in and decided to give it a go and laid down on the table, and first needle was the calming soothing point, and that's exactly what it did. All my anxiety melted away. I didn't feel most of the needles, and actually the needles that I thought would hurt the most hurt the least.
I decided to come in and get acupuncture treatment. After the first treatment, I'd say 10 minutes after I got in the car, I started noticing different things like feeling come back in the face, and I was able to close my eye and things like that. The first treatment was obviously as effective as I wanted to be. I think I'm coming back for the second treatment to go ahead and just eliminate the problem altogether.
Chinese herbal medicine and acupuncture offer a break and a time to regroup and provide other alternative therapies that may be beneficial and help improve the possibility of pregnancy.
I did notice a big difference in how much better I felt, and I was having a lot of bleeding just from going through IVF and everything, and so I was having issues with that, but the teas really did help that a lot and made me feel a lot better. I had more energy. Within 2 months of doing the acupuncture and taking the herbs as well, the bleeding had stopped. I noticed that the bleeding had stopped, and lo and behold, I told Mark, I called him one day and said, "You need to sit down because I have some news," and told him that we were pregnant. So, and actually told him before I told my husband, because I wanted to tell my husband in person, but I was just so excited to call Mark and tell him that the herbs and the acupuncture really made all the difference.
Mark started me out on a Chinese formula and acupuncture regimen that was fantastic. Initially, I was seeing Mark on a twice-a-week basis. I now will go 2, 3, 4 weeks without a migraine, and tension headaches are very, very rare.
What we really want as practitioners is to keep our patients healthy, not just disease-free. I'm talking about jumping higher, running faster, the single working mom who has more energy at the end of the day, the sales rep who's able to think more clearly on his feet or sell more widgets, the OBGYN who no longer has to take strong painkillers for his chronic migraines. This is a great preventative and often predictive medicine. This is a better way.
In China, it's often said that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Take the first step. Call us for a free phone consultation and let us see how we can help.